YouTube ads for e-commerce, 4 tips for success. So you see a lot of people ask me about e-com or YouTube ads. It is possible. It's just not going to work the same way if you have the same mindset if you're doing Facebook ads for e-com or TikTok ads. TikTok ads, e-com, or even Facebook ads, just because the way things work, the algos and the clicks, you usually can get certain products, especially if you're selling a low price product. Yeah, you can get a $10 CPA, maybe even $15 CPA. YouTube ads, it's less likely to happen. So the number one thing you gotta realize, set up realistic expectations. You can't go in there thinking, hey, I saw this product on AliExpress that, hey, I can get it for $8 if I sell it for 20, we're good. That's not really gonna work out that way. You have very little leeway in that type of profit margin. Or let's just say a $10 product you can sell for 30, right? So you have $20 leeway for your CPA. And then you're like, hey, I want a 2 ROAS. That's just not going to happen. Think about it. $30 product, it costs you $10 to get the customer. You have $20 to play with. So of those $20, maybe you're trying to get what, $7 cost per purchase? Even a $20 cost per purchase, how real likely is that? You really have to have realistic expectations when you're going into that. I think for e-com, you want to have first a higher ticket product, and higher ticket every year gets higher and higher. I know I've said in the past $50, maybe $60. That's just a starting range of where you're looking at. And that can not necessarily be the price. I'm talking about what you stand to make off of the product per se. So you have to take that thing into consideration. It's just a matter, it's just math. The costs are going to continue to go up for all these ad platforms. YouTube is no different. It's not like years past where it was easier to get, I'm talking about US audiences, dollar clicks, less than $1 click. You can still get them, but not necessarily, it's not going to be the case. So you want to have realistic expectations. What are you really trying to do? Now, if you have a business, a brand, and you're like, hey, I don't mind getting customers at a break even a slight loss, then that's a different subject. Then it makes more sense. But for the most part, just be realistic expectations. If you have a very small leeway, $20, $30, you're probably not going to make money in the long run, which will take me to my next point.
Okay, so something to mention very quickly before we continue with the video is that here at Links Digital, we are video advertising experts. And if you have an offer that you feel that you can scale with YouTube ads, or you'd like us to review and audit to see if we can scale it, then feel free to click the link below. We have been responsible for helping multiple entrepreneurs and businesses scale their businesses past 6, 7, sometimes even 8 figures with YouTube ads. Now, if you're also a do-it-yourself type of entrepreneur and would like to learn about YouTube ads more in depth and actually have experts side by side with weekly student calls, you also have access to obviously our modules, so you can look at all the videos and training material that we have with templates and different training docs. Then we also have the opportunity for you to join our YouTube ads training program. You can click the link below for either or. If you're looking for agency services, for us to review your account and see if we're a good fit with each other so we can get to know your business, or also to get to know you if you're looking to become one of our students and join our private Facebook YouTube ads group, student group, as well as get access to all the training material. So the links are in the description. Click the link below and we'll see you on the inside. Now let's get back to the video.
Point number 2. So let's just say you do have that $20 leeway. You start getting, I don't know, $10 CPA purchases. You're killing it. Yes, that may work at $100 a day. That may work at $200 a day. But then again, what's your goal? No one's getting into this type of business and using YouTube ads to say, hey, I want to only be able to spend $100 to $200 a day. You could do that so many other ways, probably just using search ads. YouTube is meant to scale, and scale, let's just say $500 a day. I think $1,000, $5,000 a day is closer to the word scale in my mind. So if your goal is to get to that and you're barely hitting profitability at $100 a day, the problem is gonna come is once your campaigns start getting larger and larger. Once your ads start being seen by more and more people. What's gonna happen is there's gonna be some type of ad fatigue and your ad costs will increase. And once your ad costs start increasing, even if it's 50% more than what it was before, even if it's 20 or 30% more than what it was before, you're going to realize, wow, I am not hitting my CPA where it needs to be. On top of that, once you start increasing the audience size and the ad fatigue kicks in, not only do your ad costs go up, but your conversion rates start going down. So overall, this is why you have to have that profit margin as large as possible built in. The next tip is really gonna be your back end. What is your customer lifetime value? What is your average order value? So let's just say, yes, let's continue with this theme of the $20, $30 profit margin for that first sale. What are you doing once that customer buys? Is this something that gets refills every X amount of days? Is it something that is affiliated with a subscription service? Is there something that has an upsell to a greater product, maybe another type of product that's related to the industry? So let's just say, for example, I'm an archer, I'm selling archery equipment. And then, hey, we're gonna upsell you to this archery community, things of that nature. So if you have a better backend and a better customer lifetime value, that is going to help you be successful on the e-com. If this is a one-off thing, once again, you're gonna hit the same problems that you continue to hit because of the low enough margin. So you wanna increase your average order value. And the last tip I'm gonna talk about in e-com wise is really focus on your landing page conversion rate. The creative is everything. You wanna get people there. You wanna get people as cheap as possible, as qualified as possible to your e-com page. However, you're gonna realize you just can't put a picture up there and hit buy now. You really want to play around with whether it's a story on your ad about your product, have customer testimonials, have something that is showing that people are buying, make it easy for people to buy, right? And so it could be not only that, it could be setting up whatever your processors are, having the right processors in the right countries. You know, certain countries are more using charge and delivery versus certain processors versus the US, right? So your landing page has to really, and it has to be separate. You have to really stand out. You can't just say, I'm just gonna copy somebody else and it's going to work. You don't know what they have going on in the back end. So really work on your landing page optimization where it comes to a point where I've seen people get, as high as 10% landing page conversion rate. At scale, probably 6-7%. That's phenomenal. While you could say, hey, I'm good with the benchmark, which is 3.5%, maybe 4%, sometimes 2%, but you're barely eking out profits when you're doing that. So really working on your landing page will improve your chances of being profitable on that e-com campaign. And those are 4 tips to make e-com run well on YouTube ads. If you want to see more tips, more videos, it's totally free. Check out all the videos and see what works for you. If you want something really streamlined that takes you from A to Z selling X product, hey, book a call. It's free and see if our course is for you.